Hello everyone. Today we are going to explore one of the most mysterious UFO cases in Australia. A chilling story of a woman who lost 90 minutes of memory, a strange triangular mark appearing on her body, and shadowy figures with glowing red eyes that she recalled in her nightmares. So what really happened to Kelly Cahill that night? Was this truly an alien abduction, or was it a terrifying supernatural phenomenon? Let's uncover this horrifying mystery together. 1. The fateful night. On August 8, 1993, Kelly Cahill and her husband, Andrew, were driving home after attending a party with friends. They traveled along Belgrave-Hallam Road, winding through the Dandenong Mountains in southern Australia. It was a cold winter night, the darkness engulfing the surroundings, with only the car's headlights illuminating the desolate road. Suddenly, an unidentified object appeared in the sky. At first, Kelly thought it was a hot air balloon, but upon closer inspection, she realized it was a massive, disc-shaped flying object hovering just above the treetops. The object emitted a bright orange glow, and inside, Kelly could see tall, shadowy figures standing motionless by the windows. But before she could react, the UFO vanished right before her eyes. 2. The blinding light and the stolen memory. The couple continued driving, but less than a minute later, a blinding white light appeared ahead of them. The light was so intense that everything around them faded into nothingness. And then, when they regained consciousness, they realized their car was in a different location, still on the same road but several kilometers away. They looked at the car's clock. It was already 3 a.m. More than 90 minutes had passed, but neither of them could remember what had happened. 3. Strange marks and unusual symptoms. Upon returning home, Kelly discovered a small, red triangular mark just below her navel. The skin inside the mark appeared to have been burned. In the following days, she experienced a series of strange symptoms. Unusual bleeding despite not being on her menstrual cycle. Persistent headaches lasting for 6 weeks. Constant nausea and unexplained fatigue. She went to the hospital for a checkup, but doctors could not determine the cause. They discovered an infection in her uterus, but no one knew how it got there. 4. The terrifying memories. Days later, fragments of suppressed memories began resurfacing in Kelly's mind. She recalled that they had not continued driving. Instead, they had stopped by the roadside and stepped out of the car. In front of them, over a vast field, a massive craft hovered in midair. And they weren't the only witnesses. 2 other cars had also stopped nearby, one with a group of 3 people and another with a lone man. Everyone stood frozen, staring in awe at the glowing, enormous craft. Suddenly, a group of tall, shadowy figures emerged from beneath the ship. They didn't walk, they glided effortlessly across the ground. A wave of fear washed over Kelly's entire body. An invisible force, like a powerful electromagnetic wave, pressed heavily against her chest. And then, an invisible force struck Kelly directly. She was thrown backward, feeling as if something was violently pulling her soul out of her body. Everything around her turned pitch black. 5. The strange phenomena that followed. After that night, Kelly continuously experienced unexplainable events. She felt like someone was watching her in the dark. The lights in her house would turn on and off by themselves. Her car would start on its own, despite being locked and secured. Many nights, she woke up to see a dark figure standing beside her bed. It wasn't human. It was tall, cloaked in a long robe, with glowing red eyes staring straight at her. But when she blinked, it vanished instantly. 6. The shocking investigation. Kelly wasn't the only one. Other witnesses from that night also reported similar experiences. UFO researchers arrived at the scene and discovered a 20-meter-wide scorched triangular mark on the ground. The presence of pyrene in the soil, a chemical typically found in coal mines, yet there were no coal mines in the area. All 3 women involved in the incident bore identical triangular marks on their bodies, just like Kelly. 7. An unsolved mystery. So what really happened? Were they abducted by aliens? Were they attacked by a supernatural force? Or was it merely a case of mass hallucination caused by an unknown electromagnetic source? Whatever the truth may be, Kelly Cahill's 90-minute disappearance remains one of the most puzzling mysteries to this day. And even now, she firmly believes that the entity she encountered that night was not from Earth. What do you think about this case? Was it truly an alien abduction? Share your thoughts in the comments below.